Hello, guys and girls, and welcome to another Sunday afternoon chat. What a beautiful, gorgeous place to do a Sunday afternoon chat, and it is an incredibly great Sunday afternoon here in southern Oklahoma. The first Sunday of a new decade. Is that exciting, the first Sunday of a new decade? 2020, the Roaring 20s. I know that none of you can remember the Roaring 20s, but the 1920s, they call the Roaring 20s. Some of you old people can remember them calling them that. Now, contrary to popular opinion, I did not live through the Roaring 20s. But the Roaring 20s were a time when everything was just expanding and then just great. The Roaring 20s ended up with a recession, though, so we need to be kind of careful about comparing 2020 and calling the Roaring 20s. But I'm just going to say we're going to have the Roaring 20s also in 2020, just like they did to begin off in most of the 1920s. But it's been a great way to start. You know, the New Year started in the middle of the week, which is kind of odd for a lot of people. I took off early New Year's Day before daylight and headed to Kansas with my buddy Larry Sissel. Went up and hunted with a longtime friend, Dennis Hamel, his son Mark, and grandson Eric. We've been deer hunting all week. Got a little food now that we can eat throughout the year, so it's going to be good from that standpoint. But we had a great hunt up here. Got back late last night, went to church today, fantastic church at Midway Hills Baptist Church. And let me tell you, that church is located between Sulphur and Davis, Oklahoma. So if you are ever in southern Oklahoma vacationing or down here at some of the beautiful lakes we have Lake Murray here, we have Arbuckle Lake, we have Lake Texoma. If you're ever down here on a Sunday and you need a place to go to church, come and visit us at Midway Hills Baptist Church. Absolutely a fantastic church. Our old church is on Lake Tenkiller. If you're there on a Sunday, that's obviously be a great church to visit there. Also, my son and daughter are there. Well, they're there every single Sunday. I don't make every Sunday because I'm out on the road working quite a bit. But it's a great place to go to church on Sunday if you're in the area down here. We had a great church service down here. But it's been a great week. You know, we are getting ready to start a new year. We started our daily devotionals this week. We're 5 or 6 days into that. We're actually had thousands of people on both YouTube and Facebook that are listening to those daily devotionals. We post them at 5 o'clock in the morning. We're looking for just a great year in 2020. It's going to be a fabulous year out there for everybody. And I just can't imagine what God's going to be doing in my life in 2020. One of the great things about going into a new year is we really don't know what's going to happen. We have a lot of things planned. We have things on our calendar, but we really don't know what's going to happen. A lot of what will happen in 2020 will be fantastic. It'll be fabulous. Some of what will happen in 2020 will not be. It won't be good at all. But I know one thing, that God is in control of 2020. You know, we've got situations around the world happening right now, the first Sunday, that are just almost scary to think about. We're talking about perhaps even nuclear war happening sometime soon with some of the countries that have nuclear weapons and are not afraid to use them, as a matter of fact. But, you know, God is in control of it all. So I'm not really too concerned about that. I'm going to have a great time. I'm going to fish a lot. I'm going to hunt a lot. I'm going to have a great time in 2020, and I'm going to try to become a better person, just like I hope everybody's trying to do this coming year. You know, as I always try to leave this Sunday afternoon chat, and it's kind of a short one today. I always try to kind of leave this Sunday afternoon chat with something that you can kind of think about just a little bit. And you know, in watching everything that's going on in Washington, and believe me, I probably shouldn't be doing that. I know some people that say, I never turn the news on. And I say, well, I listen to Fox News. And they say, I don't listen to any of it. I don't listen to any of it. All I do is listen to Christian music. And that might be a pretty good plan of attack. But I got to tell you, you know, I've got one of my degrees is in political science. And so I'm kind of heavily involved in politics. But, you know, I see so much hate happening in Washington. I see so much hate happening around the nation. We've actually got a political party that has so much hate against one man, one individual, that it sort of clouds their entire life. It clouds everything they do. And, you know, what I thought about is we have a lot of people in this country that's got a lot of stress. Stress. How in the world do we handle the stress? And you can have stress from a lot of reasons. It really should have nothing to do with politics. Politics should not stress you out. It just shouldn't do it. But stress can happen from a lot of different angles and situations. Stress can happen from financial situations, marital problems. Stress can happen from people that you work with, or you can be stressed out by your kids, a lot of what they might be involved in or not involved in that you want their life to go. That can give you a lot of stress. There are all kinds of things that's going to create stress in your life. But can I tell you, stress is not from God. God doesn't create stress. Stress is from the devil himself. Stress is a tool that's in the devil's tackle box. The devil's trying to catch you. He's not out here trying to catch a fish out of this beautiful stream. The devil's trying to catch you. Stress is one of the tools that he uses to try to catch you. And I'm going to give you one little quick way to kind of help alleviate the stress that you might have. And it's just simply get outdoors. That's right. The outdoors can eliminate stress. Look at this right here. Come out here and just sit on this rock and watch that water run over those rocks for a little while. And I'm going to tell you that stress will start leaving your body. This will do it right here. Just something like this. No matter where you are, if you will get outdoors, people, particularly in cities and big metropolitan areas, don't get outdoors much anymore. If it's just a matter of going out in your yard, if you don't have a yard, go down to the city park. There's rivers run through every city in our country. Go down to the river, watch the water run. Get outdoors. Get outdoors. That'll eliminate some of your stress. We don't even have kids playing outdoors anymore because one of the reasons it's kind of dangerous in a lot of areas to let your kids play outside. You know, I grew up in a neighborhood around Oklahoma City and Moore, Oklahoma, actually. And the kids, we were playing in the yards at all time. We were out playing in the yard. We was running around, having a great time. And you don't really see that much anymore. And I realize a lot of it is just because of the danger of letting your kids play out in the yard. You know, you just don't know what might happen. So that happens a lot. But just get outdoors. In the South, we still see people sitting out on the porch in the evenings, but not nearly as much as we used to. We've got recliners out on our porch, and not recliners, but you know, the outside chairs. We sat on the porch a lot. And if you're just getting outside, getting outdoors, it'll make a difference. Yeah, you can go fishing, you can go hunting, and that's a great way to eliminate stress, but just getting outdoors. I heard that if you get outdoors and you get around birds, that eliminates stress. I don't know about that, if that happens or not. I know there's probably some of you duck hunters out there that saying, you bet, I get around a lot of birds, it eliminates a lot of stress. But they say that if you get outdoors, you get around birds, it eliminates stress. This right here would eliminate a lot of stress for me. You spend a little time out in something like this, you're going to get rid of some of that stress. And just remember, you don't have to live your life with stress. It's one of the devil's tools in his tackle box. Don't let him use it. Hey guys and girls, go out there and have a great week. I'm looking forward to a great week myself. Probably going to have to get on that beaver dam again because he has built it back. Hey, I love you.